All right. So go ahead, turn in when you're ready. All right, I'm going to take the controls from you, and I'm going to demo an auto for you, okay?
Okay.
And then we're going to do a few quick stops and auto quick stops to warm up after that.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
So I've got the controls. You're welcome to follow along.
You've got the controls.
So we're at 7,500. 74 to 75 is good.
Okay.
60 to 70 knots, so we're at 60. Yeah, we were at 65. Now it's 60, so that's fine as well. We're going to make our turn to final here.
Traffic, traffic, helicopter 668 mics, right base to final 21, short approach, auto-rotation, direct.
All right, so when we're ready, lights are out, gauges are green, controls are all clear, my hand's down away from that cutoff collar. There we go. All right, 60 to 70 knots, looks good. All right, 3, 2, 1, collective goes all the way down. I start to close the throttle midway. When I get to the bottom, I check back up about an inch or inch and a half, something like that. See, the RPM is up on the high side.
5224.
This?
Yep, so I'm bringing the RPM up, and we're looking at the short needle, you see? The long needle is the engine, it's falling away. The short needle, we want kind of right in the middle of the arc, right about there.
Okay.
Okay, 100-foot check, looks good. We have enough airspeed, enough RPM. 50 feet, we start a flare. Throttle starts coming in, nice and smooth. Pull, pull, pull. Level.
Jeez.
Okay. Generally, we won't let it touch. We'll just start to pull, and it'll come to a hover since we have the power in. If you don't have a power, have you done a hover auto yet?
No.
So hover auto is when you're hovering here, and you close the throttle, and then cushion the landing by pulling the collective like this.
Okay.
So that's how an auto would finish without the power in.
Okay.
Right? With the power on, we usually bring in enough collective to bring it back to a hover. That's just to reduce a little bit of risk and some wear and tear on the helicopter since we do a lot of these.
Okay.
Sure. All right, ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, collective most of the way down. Hold the sight picture. Halfway down, start your flare. Hold, hold, hold. Gently pull, pull, pull. Level, push level, push level. Yeah, good. A little late on the level. Okay? Don't be afraid to level it off, even if you don't have all the speed out yet. All right, let's go on the go this way, and we'll make right traffic back to 2-1. We'll do a couple autos. All right, we can turn in here.
Direct traffic, helicopter 668 mic is right base to final for 2-1. I've got traffic on short final. I don't see the Aztec yet.
All right, so we'll do this one together. Speed and altitude look good. We're going to turn in a little bit early.
Traffic, helicopter 68 mic, short final 2-1, Drago.
All right, everything looks good?
Okay.
All right, let's do this one together. You ready?
Sure.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Collective starts coming down. Throttle starts coming closed. Hit the bottom and check. And then we're just trying to keep the nose from falling. So it fell a little bit there, but not too bad, right?
Yep.
Now our speed's settling down to about 65.
3, clear the runway out 3.
Good. 100-foot check looks good. We've got speed and RPM. 50 feet. Start our flare. Aft cyclic. Down collective. A little bit of throttle. Throttle's coming in. Pull, pull, pull. Level. That was beautiful. All right, let's go on the go.
Okay.
Okay, turn in whenever you're ready. For about 60 to 70 knots, 7,500 feet. That's good. Got plenty of altitude. We can level off. We don't need to give it up. We just don't want to keep climbing. 60 to 70. You can turn in when you're ready.
Direct traffic, helicopter 68 mics, turning short final. Be high approach, 21 auto rotation direct.
All right, a little faster.
Faster?
Yep, 60 to 70. There you go. All right, when you're ready, you good?
Okay.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, collective down, close the throttle. Close, 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 keep the nose up.
Clear runway 21 at Alpha 3, taxi at
There you go.
This is level?
Nope. The nose dropped quite a bit, right? So right pedal. There you go. And then bring that nose back up where it was, there, something like that. There we go. That looks better. 100-foot check, looks good.
I feel like we're diving forward.
50 feet, start your flare. Aft cyclic, down, collective. Throttle comes in. Pull, pull, pull. Level.
Yeah.
So the nose dropped on the entry, right? And then we corrected it gradually over time, which is fine, until we get to the 60 knots or so. You're just looking for that level, that 60 knot nose attitude. All right? All right, let's do one more.
It didn't look like level, it looked like we were down.
Well,
So, I
when
mean,
you
I
say
would
level,
probably
what do
have
you
it
mean
at
level?
when level, like the airplane, if I was on the ground, the way it would look like if it was on the ground.
No, you want a 60 knot nose attitude, which is this.
Where do you see, what? I thought,
Right? During your glide, you want the nose attitude to be giving you 60 knots.
oh, I see what you're saying.
So initially we dropped and we had a nose attitude that was closer to what we have now, like 80 knots.
Okay.
But by the end, we brought that nose up to a 60 knot nose attitude, which is what you want. So this is 60 to 70 knot nose attitude. This is what we want to keep throughout the glide until you're ready to start your flare. Then we'll flare, get it to come down to the ground. When you're finished with the flare, level. That's all the way nose level, right?
Okay.
But you're looking for this nose attitude to give you 60 to 60 or so knots in your glide.
Okay.
Okay, don't let that nose drop, right? I want to keep it about 60 to 70. There we go. This is fine right here. Good?
Okay.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Collective goes down, throttle goes closed. Don't let the nose drop. Nose up. There it is. So this is the nose attitude we want. Put some right pedal in and a little right cyclic. This way. Yeah, there you go. And so this nose attitude is giving us 55 or 60 knots, which is perfect, right?
Okay.
Just nothing to do now. Just wait. All right, 100-foot check looks good. 50 feet, we'll start our flare. Aft cyclic down, collective. There it is. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Throttle's coming in. Pull, pull, pull. Level. Good. Don't forget to keep those pedals squared up, right? Not bad. Makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go on the go. We're going to do a couple more. I want to demo for you a couple of simulated engine failures. And then we'll call it a day. These are great, by the way. These are...
I feel like you're doing all of it.
Well, I'm hoping, but...
Come on.
Okay, you want to do this one on your own?
No.
A little fast. Okay, when you lower the collective, don't let the nose drop this time.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. Don't go too slow. You want a 60 knot nose attitude, which is about there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let that speed recover. All right, when you're ready.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Collective goes down. Nose back. There you go. Close and check. Don't forget the right pedal. Check, check, check. There it is. Right pedal, right cyclic. There you go. RPM's a little bit high, but it's going to settle down as you get a little more forward. See how we're a little slow? So you got to speed up a little bit. Put that nose down just a little bit. There it is. That's the right attitude, right? So it'll come back. Good. And the RPM settled right where it needs to be. Perfect. Our collective comes up just a little bit. Good. Perfect. Start your flare. Throttle's coming in. Pull, pull, pull. Oop, little aggressive, right pedal. Pull, pull, pull. Oop, little aggressive, right pedal. Pull, pull, pull. Oop, little aggressive, right pedal.
Clear, 2-1, there we go.
And so when you pulled, kind of jerked it. That caused that nose to come around. So you jerked it a little fast, and you were behind the pedal. If you just bring it in a little more gradually, it's easier to keep up and keep up on that pedal. Other than that, it's pretty good. So these are all right. I didn't help much. All right, let's go.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to do this one a little different. Okay, we're going to do the engine failure. So we know it's coming, obviously, but it looks like this. I'm going to say it 3 times. On the second one, I'm going to close the throttle. You're going to lower the collective, right? Okay, so it goes engine failure, engine failure, engine failure. Good. Lower the collective, keep the nose up, and then check. So it's about recovering that RPM, right?
Okay.
From here, it's the same. You bring the nose back to the nose attitude you know is correct. This is a little slow, so a little bit of forward, just a touch. That's fine. Don't look at the airspeed. Just set the nose where you know is correct. Now check your airspeed. Yeah, looks good, right? So it's all about nose attitude. Now a little bit of right pedal, right cyclic, because that wind's off our right shoulder. So we got to get back into the wind. There we go. 100-foot check looks good. Start your flare, aft cyclic, down collective, throttle comes in. Pull, 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 level. Good. All right, let's do that again.
Again.
All right?
Yeah.
One more and we'll call it a day.
Okay.
So the idea being, if the engine quits, I want you to get the collective down, let that RPM recover, then check, and set the nose attitude to that sight picture you know is correct, right? That all make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense if I felt like I knew what the correct nose attitude was.
It's this. Let me show you. Okay, I've got the controls. Okay, this is a real nose-high attitude, right?
Yeah, it
and
is.
it's going to give us 0 airspeed or backwards here in a moment.
Right, right.
So this is not a nose attitude that's going to give us the speed we want. Okay, this nose attitude, this is a level nose attitude. This is going to give us 0 knots essentially, right?
Right, this feels level to me,
20 knots. Yeah, this is level. But we're not looking for level, we're looking for 60 knot nose attitude. So this nose attitude is, what, maybe 30 or 40? Yeah, and it takes a minute for it to establish, right? When I set the nose attitude, then it takes a moment for it to establish the airspeed that's going to coincide with that nose attitude. Okay? I let it come forward a little more. Okay, this is a 40 or 50 knot nose attitude, right? So after a few seconds, we'll get stable at 50 knots.
Okay.
Make sense? Okay,
Yeah.
so if I go forward a little more, 60 knot nose attitude looks about like this. Okay, and this is the note, and that's a little too steep, so I've gone up to 70, so that's too low. Right, that's a 60 knot nose attitude. So through my flare, or through my glide like this, I want this nose attitude because it's going to give me 60 knots, right? When I'm ready to start my flare, then the nose comes up. All right, flare, flare, flare. Pull, pull, pull. Level. Yeah. So, we got that figured out, right? From the low side, 0 speed up to 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 knots, right? The other side of that is what generally happens is that when we lower the collective, the nose drops, yeah? So then people end up with a nose attitude like this. Well, this is an 80 knot nose attitude, right? So if I leave this here long enough, at this nose attitude, we're going to end up at 80 knots, yeah?
Yeah, so we're going to hit that hill.
Well, we can turn, we'll climb, but right, my point being is that if the nose is that low in the glide, you're too fast.
Right,
yeah? So
right.
You gotta bring that nose up to a 60 or so knot nose attitude.
Okay.
All right, you got the controls?
I've got the controls.
You got it. So we're flying 70 knots right now, right? But
Yeah.
you just brought your nose up when I said that,
Yeah.
so it's going to start slowing down.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that nose attitude is a little too high. Following?
Yeah.
Okay. So this, about 60, 65, this is the nose attitude you want. As you do your entry, you're trying to bring the nose back to this. Make sense? You nod like, yeah, but and I'm not convinced.
No, it just doesn't feel like this when we were going, but I guess you were constantly changing it to keep it, so. Okay.
Dragger traffic, helicopter 6A mine, right down on 21 Dragger.
Okay.
Alright, all feels good?
Sure.
Climbing a little bit there.
Yeah.
There you go. A little slow. Okay, good. Alright. Engine failure, engine failure, engine failure. Good. Lower the collective and then check. You let the nose drop, see? So bring the nose up a little bit. There you go. A little bit of collective pull. Good, like that. Okay, a little right pedal. Good. Hear that RPM go low?
Yeah.
So lower the collective a little bit. There it is, just a touch. Good. 55, 60 knots, looks good. 100-foot check, looks good. Start your flare. Half cycling. Hold, hold, hold. Throttle's coming in. Pull, pull, pull. Level. Yeah. Not bad.
That seems really weird.
One more or go home?
Okay, one more.
Okay,
Talk
one more.
me into it. Come on. Stay.
Super windy too.
Remarks. Density altitude 9,000, 900. Thunderstorm. Information not available. Durango, La Plata County Airport, Durango, Colorado. Automated weather observation 2123 Zulu. Wind 240 at 15. Peak gusts 25. Visibility 10. Sky condition.
Not too bad. 1.5, gusting 2.5.
How'd you do? You hit that white square button? Is that what you did?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you turn the throttle
I
down?
didn't do anything. Where's your airspeed though? There you go. Now it's too fast, right? See that nose attitude? There you go. Bring that nose up. Right pedal. There you go. Right pedal. Lots of right pedal. More, more, more. Because you got the collective so low, right? There you go. Get some airspeed back. We'll go down to this end. Alright. Engine failure, engine failure, engine failure. There you go. Keep the nose up, nose up, nose up, nose up, nose up. There it is. Check, check, check. Yeah, good. Little right pedal. Good. 100-foot check looks good. 50 feet, start your flare. Aft cycling. Down collected. Throttle's coming in. Pull, pull, pull. Level. Oh, don't forget that right pedal when you level.
Well, left when I'm pulling cyclic, or collective, right?
Only once the power's in. But the nose came around that way, so you needed more right. Keep the nose straight. So, when I cut the power, we lowered the collective.
Durango traffic, Skyward 5952 is taxiing to runway 21 via Alpha 2 Alpha. Going to be departing southeastbound, or northeastbound, Skyward 5952.
Dragger traffic, helicopter 6A mics on the go, 21 for the right turn for west departure Durango.
When you lowered the collective, the nose dropped, right? So I was saying, keep the nose up, keep the nose up, keep the nose up. And then we didn't check the collective either, right? So,
Okay.
but because the nose was dropping, it kept the RPM where it needed to be in check, so to speak.
Okay.
So when we did finally bring the nose up, then the RPM tried to climb. So we had to check real quick.
Okay.
Right? If the engine were to fail on you without one of us here at this level, though, just leave the damn collective on the ground, let it spool way up, and just keep that airspeed till you get close to the ground. Flare, use the energy to cushion on. These are fine. I don't see any problem. You can go ahead and solo. Okay. Just come up a bit higher to transition. See the water on the lake?
Oh yeah.
See, it's protected along the side from the direction of the wind.
Like the light color part?
Yeah, it's
Down
like
the edge?
yeah, it's like flat, and then you see the ripples come out. You see this little pond here, same thing. But it depends on the angle you catch it at, right? So if you had an engine failure right now, where would you go?
I would face that way.
Yeah, the problem is you'd end up in these houses, right? So you'd have to kind of pick your way around those.
So I would try to come over this way, but yeah.
Just turning right a little bit to get into the wind and maybe into this field here or something, right?
Yeah, if I can drift over that way, yeah.
All right. Engine failure, engine failure, engine failure. Good. Lower the collective. Keep that nose up. RPM climbs. Little check. Perfect. Find yourself a spot to go. Beautiful. Just like that. All right. I'm going to bring the throttle in. Going the needles. Throttle's all the way open, and then pull collective. Climb out. Good?
Yeah.
Okay, climb back up to 7.5. Engine failure, engine failure, engine failure. Good. Half cyclic. Good. Then check the collective. Good. Like that.
Okay.
Find a spot to go. Don't turn too far to the right.
But we are...
There you go. Alright. Throttle's coming back in. Pull power. Climb out.
I was trying to get it down to the 60, but...
Yeah, that's fine. I wouldn't rush.
Traffic.